I do want to say, is there a possibility that when you submit a man card revocation on somebody that simply cannot have their man card revoked, that it just shuts the whole site down?
That's possible.
Did you ever consider that?
Ooh.
Well, Gene submitted Jack as the revokee, and he goes, reason for revocation. Potential revokee who is married with a kid posted a selfie on Instagram of his outfit. Being British is no excuse for trying to start his own, quote, hot girl summer. 25 people said yes, revoke his man card. 2 said no.
So people are, it's cool that people they're able to be funny. This is kind of a place for people to be funny.
Sure.
Well, some of it is. Some people actually also call out like transphobia or like abusive partners on there, which I think that you shouldn't do. That's
an extremely weird venue to do that.
It is. I was looking at him. I was like, oh my God, this guy's an abusive piece of shit. Beat up my sister. It's like, what the? You should go somewhere else with that.
Just to be clear, though, so you think that guy should be able to keep his man card, Brian? I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you're right. There should be other. You know,
okay, but like this is insane. I'm seeing one now that's like it has a mugshot on it, and it says man card revoked for the following reasons: making 2 false police reports, stalking Quantrell Bishop on Twitter.
That was my next one.
What are you talking about? This is one of those sites where like that we just kind of forget exists because everyone is just on like 3 or 4 websites now. But there are these like you lift up a rock and like in the woods, and there's these weird little ecosystems of people just interacting on sites that like no one should have been on in like 20 years.
The Chive is like the biggest of those, but this is a community, and it's very strange that it's like, so when I used to work at the call center, I'd get to work every day. I'd read SeanBaby.com. I'd check in with the PRP, with the Pimp Rock Palace, which was a site for new metal news. I'd check Deftones.com, Korn.com, LimpBizkit.com.
What sites was the guy who you got the job at the call center? What was the site that
I wouldn't know what site he was jacking his penis.
Brian got a guy a job at the call center, and then the guy got fired for jerking off to porn at the call center, and then Brian had to keep working there.
It didn't reflect on me. I don't think nobody ever said like, "Hey, you basically jacked that."
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure
you never heard his man card.
You never heard that conversation, but I'm sure it happened, Brian.
Arca says you're no longer entitled to be considered a man since you have relinquished all thoughts, actions, and mannerisms to the control of a modern-day Delilah. If you pursue this path more, your locks may get cut.
So this guy sounds like he's whipped. Whoopsh.
Like you, Chris.
Whoopsh. Brian, you're so fucking whipped, dude. Brian came to Vancouver with his wife, and his wife's like, Brian, can we actually go to like a different restaurant? Because this food, I'm a vegetarian, and this restaurant has no vegetarian options. And Brian's just like, I guess so. Like, whoopsh. Whoopsh. Wow. Whipped.
Okay, this is like, I actually can't tell like how recently the site's been updated because it is a blog, but like they don't have timestamps or like dates.
Yeah.
But like if you go to the archive, like the category sexy ladies, like if I had to guess like when this like this is at least like 10 years old, because like their sexy ladies are Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Michelle Trachtenberg.
What's she from?
She was like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and
These are classic 2000s.
Eurotrip. These are like mid-late 2000s.
Hotties,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the comments on the Michelle Trachtenberg piece are from 2011. So Yeah,
it's just the people that are using it as an actual place to try to get justice. I think that is wild that's happening.
You've been stalking me on Twitter. Man card pulled. And then the best thing is this person puts his real name on there, because that person who admitted it's like he's been stalking this person on Twitter, like full name, and then it's
they do that. Yeah. This guy goes while constantly begging for the Among Us code, he refuses to play any fun alternatives. He wouldn't play the game Deduction. Man card revoke. This guy, Bigger Daddy, revokes Big Poppies. And he says, running 2 heaters in a small office while it's only -3 degrees outside. Louis Roman does also say Quinn actually goes after Louis too. He goes, 2 heaters and wore a jacket to work. Are you cold? Revoked.
He might have like some kind of a circulation issue or something.
Here's an interesting one. Pet at Revocation by R. Bell. He revokes Cody's and says, single male, aka bachelor that has a cat.
Okay, that one I can get behind.
Oh, yeah, it's a single guy. You gotta throw him in jail.
Single guys. Well, only ones that are in the lifestyle, but we despise them. Yeah.